Hi guys, in this video series I'll be showing you how to make a Ben 10 game on Scratch. So this is the preview of what we're gonna make. So in this game it's Ben versus Kevin. Both of them have 11 aliens. So each alien at one level, and on the first level Ben will transform into forearms and Kevin is dark matter, and you need to click on these medallions. So if you click these medallions, dark matter's HP would decrease, and if you miss any medallions, forearms HP would decrease. And make sure you don't click on these anti-tricks, the red watches. So if you click on these anti-tricks, your HP would decrease, and if you click the anti-tricks twice, your game would end. So this is level 2. It's Hotshot versus He Blast. And this is the third level, Accelerate versus Rush. Now I'll show you what will happen if you click the anti-tricks twice. You will see game over. So your game would end, so make sure you don't click on the anti-tricks. So let's get started. My sprites. So first sprite is the play button. So it has only one costume, the play button costume, and Ben. So it also has only one costume, it's Ben, and Ben's aliens. So there are 22, the idle one and the attacking one. All of Ben's 11 aliens. And Kevin's aliens, there are 22 sprites, the idle one and the attacking one. So all of Kevin 11's aliens. And the medallions, there are 12 costumes. There are the 11 aliens faces for medallion sprite. And bar 1, which has only this bar, and HP, which has this green color one, and HP 2, which has the red text, and bar 2, only one costume, and bad medallions, it has the anti-tricks, and the sprite, level complete, 1, and game over. And our thumbnail, mountain, sky, and forest, volcano, and water. So okay, now let's start coding. So click on the backdrop and let's make a few variables that would be needed to make our game. So our first variable is Ben alien HP for all sprites, and level for all sprites, next level for all sprites, send medallions, touched for all sprites, and game over for all sprites. So okay, there are 7 variables for all sprites, And now click on backdrops, and we need to broadcast a new message called green flag click. And when green flag click, we need to broadcast green flag clicked. And we need to switch our backdrop to backdrop 1, which is the Ben 10. So now I'll be showing you how to code our play button or play. So first, when green flag clicked, when I receive green flag click, we need to show, then go to X10 and Y74 and grab a forever, grab a change our size by, grab a divide and a minus. So 60 minus size divide by 5, and we need to set our brightness effect to 5 and grab another if statement. So if mouse down, we need to broadcast play, and else let's duplicate this, remove this. We need to change our size by 50 minus size divided by, so we need to set our Y2, grab a times operator, grab a times, change this to 300. So sync of timer times 300 times 5. So okay, now let's test our button. So now you can see our button works. So you can see our button works and it has this cool animation. So it would increase the size when it's touching the mouse pointer, else decreasing as it has a floating like effect. So button works. So if your button is somewhere else, try going click on costumes, and then you can select the whole thing and then move to the place you want. So our button works. So now I'll show you how to code our Ben. So click on Ben and make sure you upload this Reboot Omnitrix new sound to your Ben 10 sprite. And when I receive play, play sound Ben 10 Reboot Omnitrix new until done, and then we need to broadcast a new message called start, and then we need to hide. So when green flag click, we need to hide, and we need to send medallions to Y, and set next level to N, and set game over to 3. Just minimize the screen. Okay, this is our Ben 10 sprite. Click on medallions, and let's make 4 new variables called xval for this sprite only, yval for this sprite only, rotation for this sprite only, and touched for this sprite only. And when green flag clicked, we need to set touched, which is the medallions for this sprite only, to F, and then hide. And whenever we see you play, we need to go forward one layer and go to front layer, and then we need to hide, switch costume to pick random for 1 to 12, and we need to set our Y to -179, and we need to set our X to pick random from -200 to 200, and point in direction 90 degrees, and set our X well, pick random from -5 to 5, set our Y well from 10 to 26, and set direction, so rotation -5 to 5, and then we need to set touch to F, and then we need to show, and then repeat until our Y position is lesser than -180, and then we need to change our X and Y, and turn by rotation degrees, change X by X well, and change Y by Y well. Wait 0.5 seconds, 0.05 seconds, and change our Y well by -1, and grab a if. So if, grab an end, place another end. So if touching mouse pointer and mouse down and touch equals F, then we need to set touched to T and hide, and then we need to broadcast a message, and if, and so if touch equals T, then we need to change Kevin alien HP by -5, else we need to change Ben alien HP by -10, and then we need to broadcast not touched. We need to hide and delete this clone. And when I start as a clone forever, if Y position is lesser than -180, then we need to hide. And whenever we see touched, we need to set touch, which is for all sprites, the variable for all sprites, to 1, wait 0.20 seconds, and just duplicate this and change this to not touched and change this to 2. So okay, this is our medallion script. So okay, this is our medallion script. So okay, now click on bad medallions, which has the Anti-Trix costume, and let's make rotation for this sprite only, and that's it for our bad Anti-Trix. So our bad medallions. And when I receive green flag click, we need to hide. When I receive play, we need to hide. And grab it when I start as a clone block. Go forward 1 layer. Go to front. Hide. Set xvel from pick random from -5 to 5. Duplicate this and set our rotation from -5 to 5, and duplicate and set our Y wheel from 10 to 25, and then we need to set our X to pick random from -200 to 200, and set our Y to -179 and point in direction 90. Then we need to show, and then grab a repeat until, grab an O block and an end. So if touching mouse pointer and mouse down, or our Y position is lesser than -180, we need to turn and change our X and Y. We need turn rotation, change our X by X wheel, change our Y by Y wheel, and change our Y wheel by -1, and we need to wait 0.05 seconds. Grab a if statement, so if, grab an end, so if touching mouse pointer and mouse down, we need to change Ben Alien HP by -10, change game over by -1, and then we need to hide and delete this clone. Then finally we need to hide. And when I start as a clone forever, if Y position is lesser than -180, then we need to hide. when I receive start, forever if, grab a O, so if grab a equals or lesser than, so if game over equals 0 or game over is lesser than 0, we need to broadcast new message for game over. Then we need to stop the script. So now I'll be showing you how to code Ben aliens. So when I receive green flag clicked, we need to hide. And when I receive start, we need to hide. And we need to set our Ben alien HP to 100. And forever, grab an if else statement. So if level equals 1, we need to go to x 100 negative 151 and y negative 34, and then we need to show, grab an if else statement. So if touched equals 1, so we need to switch costume to costume 1 1 1 1, else we need to switch costume to 1 1, else we need to hide and stop the script. And duplicate this, and when I receive play also we need to hide, and when I receive new level, so let's make a new message called new level, and then we need to set alien HP to 100 and duplicate this and change level by 1. So now I'll be showing you how to code our Kevin. So just grab these blocks to our Kevin alien sprite. Then clean up the blocks and change this to Kevin alien HP. And we don't need this block. And when I receive start, change this to Kevin alien HP. And if level equals 1, we need to switch costume to A1, go to X 176 and Y negative 74. Then we need to show, and if touch equals 2, we need to switch costume to A11, else switch costume to A1. So this should be in an if block, it's not an if else. So okay, so this is our alien script. So okay, now click on black drops, and when I receive start, we need to wait 2 seconds, and forever, and a repeat, so repeat 5. So if set, then we need to repeat 5, grab equals, so pick random from 1 to 5 equals 1. We need to create clone of band medallions else we need to create clone of medallions. And then we need to wait 4 seconds. And when green flag click, we never, if level equals 1, then we need to switch costume to cave. Which is this background. So okay, now let's test our games. So far what we have made. So okay, so now just grab forever and put this inside when I receive a plate. Okay, now let's test our game. So now we can see our play button works and our play button animation also works. Now we can see our background, we can see our medallions work, and if we click our medallions hide. And also for part 1, and in my next video I'll be showing you how to code the level system and Ben's aliens and Kevin's aliens. So if you like this video, please make sure to give it a like, subscribe and share, and see you in part 2 in making a Ben 10 game on Scratch.